Hi everyone. Now let's get started with the second part of our dictionaries. So here in this video we'll cover up that how we can create dictionary with the help of this built-in dict function, and this is a really pretty useful function, and we'll see that how we can use that. And then we will learn about this update method, that how we can merge two dictionaries with the help of this update method, and how we can merge multiple dictionaries with the help of these double asterisks. And we will see that about these two methods, that pop and pop item, and how we can delete an item from a dictionary with the help of these methods. So let's get started with this. So first let's see that how we can create a dictionary with the help of this dict method. So I should also say this is a built-in dict function. So first we need to call this specifically this dict function. And here in this function, if you look at, we can provide the named argument. So let's say a is equal to 1, b is equal to 2, and c is equal to 3. And you will see that after this, when we will run that, now we have got a dictionary in return. So when we have called this dict built-in function with the named arguments, those name has converted into keys, and those values has converted into the values of our dictionary. So that's how we can utilize this dict method. But the real utility comes of this dict method, that if we have any iterator on or any iterable which contains pairs, so it will convert those pair into dictionaries key value pair. So let's see that. So let's say we have this a tuple which contains key value pairs of other tuples. Let's say a is equal to 1, let's say b is equal to 1, and let's say another tuple, let's say c is equal to 1. So now when we have this tuple which contains multiple pairs, so now if you provide, let's say, now let's get a new dictionary and give it a name, let's say d tuple, and here let's call again this dict method and provide this ituple, and this is a iterable, and you can see that. And so this has created a dictionary again, this d tuple dictionary. And here all these key these pairs has been converted into dictionary key value pairs now. But the real utility of this comes, like, let's say now we have two lists. So one list contain, let's say, student name, and let's say these are the name of the student, and let's say Stefan, comma, let's say Bala, comma, let's say Corey. Corey. And this is a one more list which contains the marks of these students. So for, let's say, 134, let's say 54, 554, let's say 65. And now, and make sure these all marks and student and name are in a corresponding order. Like Stephen got the mark on the first index, Parag should have the marks on the second index, and Cody should have the marks of its marks on third index. If we have this kind of a data, then we can use this dict method, and one more method that's called zip. So first let's understand about the zip method, then how we can create a such kind of a uh, two pairs of a iterator. This is not a iterable, because on iterable we can iterate many times. On iterator we can only iterate once only. So let's see, I'll show you that how that happens. So now let's say, let's give it a name, let's say dzip, and let's do one thing, let's utilize the zip method, and this method takes two iterator or two iterable. So let's give it, let's say, name student name, and let's say marks. And if you will see that what will happen if I run this for I in d zip, and let's run this, so do you see what it has done? So now it has created these tuples, which are kind of, these are two pairs, Stephen and 134, Parag and 44, and Korean 65. So it has created these tuples. And but now if you will try to run again this, you will see what will happen, because this is the iterate and not a iterable. We are getting nothing in return. Now why it is happening? Because it's iterable, we can iterate only once, and next time it will not run because this is a iterator. And if you'll see, so let me do one thing, let me create again the same z zip. And now what we can do over here, let's say d zip over here. And if you run this, so do you see what it is written? It is saying zip add. So this is a kind of a, it's REPR form of this dzip. So it's like, you could say it's name of this specific this dzip object. And if you want to see, let's say if you run this list on this dzip, and you can run this list method only once. If you run again, because it, and whenever you run this list built-in function, it iterates. So like it's like running a for loop on that. So to go item by item, item by item, and then it will be exhausted. So if you try to run again this list on this dzip, we will get a empty one back, right? So what you can do, like if you want to have some persistent data which don't get exhausted, you can return that, yeah, store that thing into a variable. So how to do that? So we can do that. So let's give it, let's say I list, and here what we can do, we can give it list of this zip student. So it will not be over. So here list zip. Yeah. So now if you will see, now when we have this I list, so now this is persistent because now this is a dictionary now. Sorry, list we have over here. So this R list we have, which we created from the zip method. Or you can use this directly also, because in the beginning, but this is a pretty persistent way if you want to use this kind of a these pairs again and again. So now let's say, now if you want to create that dictionary with the help of these two, student and marks, these students and marks, student name and marks. So let me copy it again over here, that will give better clarity. Now I want to, make a dictionary out of that, right? So, and we have seen what this zip does. So again, so let's say d marks, give the name, and then use again call this dict built-in function and provide this zip, because zip and student is to then name comma marks. So you will see that what is happening over here. Sorry, I made a spelling mistake. RKS. Yeah. Now you can see that is how we have created this dictionary from two lists with the help of the zip method. So now when we have seen about this, now let's apply. Now what we can do over here, um that, yeah, now we will see that how we can update dictionary. So now let's say there is a one more dictionary which contains few more student names, and or let's say a correction happens, um let's say the new marks into few students. So let's say Parag got PARAG. The new corrected marks of Parag is, let's say, 700, and new corrected marks of Stefan is, let's say, 300. So if we will update that, so let's say, so our main dictionary was this D marks. So this is our D marks dictionary. And if we use this update dot update this D new marks, do you see what will happen if we'll run this? We'll see this dictionary our D marks. So you can see that it has updated our old values. Like Stephen was having 134, so now it has updated from the this new dictionary. Now it has become 300, and the Parag had 544. Now it has updated to its new 700. And so now you know that how we can utilize this update method. But if in case if there is a new key value pair which doesn't exist in the original dictionary, in that case that will be added as a new key value pair. Else, if that exists, then it will be updated, but their insertion order will remain same, and keys in a dictionary will always be unique. So let's see that. So let's say we have one more. Let's say this is a dictionary. Let's say new students dictionary, which contains new students, and these students are, let's say, name Shashank, which contains 56 marks, and again one more student, and his name is, let's say, Obama, and whose marks is, let's say, 67. And if you will update this dictionary to our D mark dictionary dot update D new students, and you will see that now the marks, our this dictionary has added these two key value pairs. If any of these would have been existed, any keys, so then it has would have updated. It would have added not as a new dictionary, but it has updated its, or in its the key which is already there, which has happened in this case when you updated over here. But now let's say now we have these dictionary, let's say D1, which contains, so let me create with the help of, let's say, let me, for a particularity, A1, let's say B2, and let's say C3, and let's say we have one more, say D2, and here we have, let's say, C4, E5, F, let's say 6. When we have this D1, D2, now what we can do, now we can update, oh no, sorry, not update, we will, so now let's say we have one more, let's say D3, one more dictionary, and it contains all, let me do one thing, instead of this C over here, let's say there are few duplicate values in this, so let's say again B is being duplicated over here, and again B also being duplicated over here, and B value is, let's say, 6, and let's say again we have, let's say G, let's say 55, and we have Z, instead of Z, let's say we have F, and F value is, let's say, 55. So now I want to merge these dictionaries. One way is that, like, use update again and again, but we have again the double asterisk method. So let's say its name, let's say demerged, give it a name demerged, and here what we can do, we can use this D1, then again double asterisk, then we can say D2, and again double asterisk, let's say D3. So you will see that what will happen now in this case, D must. So if you look at what has happened, our A value remained there, but B value has updated to 6. Why? Because it was there in the second dictionary, it was there in the third dictionary. So whatever we update in the last, so that value will be updated. So that's the reason B value has updated to 6, and a C is 3, and C is not there in the second or third dictionary, so it remained the same. Again, this B, as B is been duplicated here. It was before over there. So what it did, it tried to update, but it went over here. But again, this b value is also there in the third dictionary. So again, it was replaced by again by this sixth number. Now C is not there in the second and third dictionary, so it remained there. E was again did not have any duplicates, it remained the same. F was 6, but again F was in the third dictionary. So whatever comes in the last, so that will get a priority. So that will be updated with that. So that's how we can merge different dictionary, and it is a really pretty important thing because you want to understand how does these classes and object relation works. So this is the same kind of thing happens, and specifically if you understand the concept of this inheritance, kind of a similar thing. So this is the same kind of a multiple merging happens over there, and whatever comes in the last, that gets the priority. Now let's say now we have this pop method, and let's say the merged. So yeah, it will not be deleted with this. So if you want to delete any key value, first of all we need to provide that key. So let's say I want to delete this C key. So let's run it. So do you see what has happened? It has returned its value, and if you will see in this D merged, now the C key value pair has gone. So whenever we will use this pop method, it will delete that key value pair, and whatever the key value pair you are deleting, it will return its value. So that will happen whenever you use this pop method. Again, we have one more method of deleting a key value pair, and that's the pop item. And this pop item method, if you don't provide any argument, what it will do, it will return or it will delete the last key value pair, and it will return as key and value as a tuple. So let's run it so you can see that. So what it has returned, G and 55, and you will see now that G and 55 has deleted from the list. So that's how this pop and pop item method works. Now, when we have seen about this pop up item and that how does this merging happens in a dictionary, now let's see that how we can use this demerge pop item also. So if you want to understand like anything, let's say I want to understand this pop item. So let's say the mer merge dot pop item. Go over then and use this the method. So and use instead of the, let me use the help. If you run that, so it will give you a hint like how does it help us out. So if you see, it returns a key value pair to tuple last in first order. So I hope that this has gives you a pretty good idea that how we can delete an item from a dictionary, how we can update or merge different dictionaries, and as well as like how we can utilize this dict method, and how we can like create a dictionary from two data sets where they are into a sequence, and how we can merge them with the help of zip method and create a dictionary. So thanks a lot guys for watching this video, and please don't forget to subscribe this channel. That will be a huge boost for me, and thanks a lot.